Hi everybody, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. Today we're going to do a little more work on the truck. I had ordered some relatively inexpensive LED lights off of Amazon, and what I'm going to do is attempt to make puddle lights along the running boards with them. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be doing that shortly, but before we get started, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. This content is going to be for you if you like anything to do with modding a truck, or if you own an F-150 or like F-150s. I do a lot with my F-150, but some of the mods will work on any truck or any vehicle, some of them. So if you're into that kind of stuff, just please hit that subscribe button.
Get notified, hit the notification bell.
So here's a product we're using. I'll link it below in the comment section, but it comes with 2 strings of 4 LED lights, which have 3 in them. And it comes with switches and screws. I won't be using the switches though. I'll try to show you what I'm doing as I go. On the back of them is 2-way tape, so I plan on just cleaning the surface and sticking them on. Try and bring it out. So this is the bracket for the side step, and I'm thinking I'm gonna try to put it right here. I don't know if that's gonna be good light wise, but I'm hoping to put a zip strip through either side on top of the 2-way tape, because there's not a lot of surface. But if it's tied down with the zip strip, I can't see it coming off. So there's 2-way tape on these, but there's also a spot in the middle, and I was able to put a strip through. So I'm going to do that for at least 3 of them, and that's how I plan on help securing them. So I'll show you just how easy it is to do. To push the zip strip through the hole, just got to kind of get your fingers behind it. It's pointy already, so you just push it in because it's got to go through the 2-way tape, and the 2-way tape slowly goes through. And I grab a pair of pliers, and pull it through. So I guess before I go through all the trouble of installing them, I'm going to give them a quick test to make sure that they illuminate, and they work. Okay, so before I go back under, I got all my lights set up with tie wraps. I got some brake cleaner fluid because where I want to mount them is kind of gunky with oil. I'll clean it off first, then I'll use my alcohol prep wipe. And anyways, I'll try to show you guys. I'll try and get a good angle. All right, so that's the surface I was showing you from a different angle. Where I want to mount the first light. Just spraying a little bit of brake cleaner on my rag. I'm gonna try and get into that one spot and just prep the surface. And that'll free up, I'll get rid of any undercoating or oil or dirt, and take a clean spot on the rag and do the same thing. This should work perfectly. So now that it appears to be dry, I'm going to attempt to take the red backing off of the adhesive back. So it's off, and now I gotta make it count and stick it where I think I want it. Get the zip strip where I want it, which I think is over this main strut. It's not getting a lot of contact on the metal, so the adhesion isn't going to be the greatest from the 2-way tape, but what's lacking will more than be made up with this zip strip, in my opinion. There. I'll hold it down for a few more seconds and give it some time to adhere. And then we're going to move on down the row. Now there's only 3 points on the truck to hold a running board or side steps or whatever you would like to call these. So I don't know if I'm going to even bother using the 4th light or just finding another place to attach it. That seems very, very secure. And then I'll just run the wire, possibly using some more tie wraps to the next point. Okay, so here we are at the 2nd spot. And I'm gonna have to deal with some excess wire, but I'll take care of that after I have everything where I want it to be. All right. Once again, I'll take off the adhesion tape, or the backing on the 2-way tape, I should say. You think you know what everything's named, and then when you go to say it out loud on camera, you realize, yeah, everything's a thingy or that of a jig. Okay, so I'll put this. Now I'm just pushing on it to give it the 2-way some help. All right, so here we are at the last mount for the running board. There again. All right, I'll start running the cable through. Comes with a lot of cable, which is really nice. You'll see why, because I'm going to wire it all into the same spot from where my bed lights were wired. So it's all part of the Puddle system. And if anyone's seen my video for my bed rug, you'll see my bed lights in action. All right, that should be dry. Sometimes it's a chore to get this 2-way tape backing off without ripping the tape off. All right, so now I'm gonna line this up again. All right, I'm gonna give it some pressure. I'll get this all. This is not fun because the wires are right in my face. All right, well, I'm going to show you a little issue I have. There is, I don't know if we can see this. There's an extra light hanging because there's only 2 brackets at the front and 1 at the back. So now I got to contend with this. Either I cut the wire and just splice it together with other wire, and not use this one light, or I just try and fasten this 2-way tape with 2-way tape up on the rail in a different way. So I found this spot on the on the rail. So I'm thinking I'm going to clean it. I can get the zip tie through it, and the light will shine out a little bit, and it's right at the split between the front and the back door. So it might actually be handy. So I'm going to try it and then see if I can run the wires up out of it. All right, okay, so we got it all buttoned down. The wire's nice and tucked. I put extra zip ties around, and I found this is the only way to really wire. I'm not a fan of it. I'm hoping nothing rips it, but it's up as high as I can get it to the back. And now the wire's just hanging there. Now I'll do the next side. I won't bother boring you with that one, and then I'll show you how I'm gonna wire. So we got both sides done. You can see the wire spool hanging down right at the back corner of the bed on both sides. I did the other side too. It's hanging down there. So now the next step is to take the tonneau cover off, and then I'm going to come up through the bed. So the reason we're going through the bed is because my bed lights, which you can kind of see here, are wired to the puddle lights. So I'm just going to wire them back up, each on both sides, and there's holes in the bed, and I'm hoping to drop something down, a rope of some sort, and just fetch the wire and bring it back up on both sides. And then we will have an easier connection without having all that wire running over the muffler or anything like that and having to tap in anywhere else. As you can see, the wires already go through down there to connect for the puddle light. If you haven't already connected to puddle lights, came up through the floor. Let me turn the camera around. If you come up through the floorboard, you can pull these kick panels up, and the wiring is under there. You can see where we tapped in already for the puddle lights. So I'm just about ready to wrap up the puddle lights, but I know I'm wearing this ridiculous hat, and I thought maybe you wonder why I'm wearing short sleeves and shorts in April. But it's 24 degrees Celsius where I am right now, which is 75 degrees Fahrenheit for my American friends. So it is a warm day, especially for April. We might actually put the dock in the water today. Anyways, I just wanted to let you know why I'm wearing my goofy sun hat. All right, let's wrap this job up. Okay, so we got the other side through with the help of Dylan. That's right.
Yay!
And now we got to do the other side. So I'm using this tool. Dylan, do you want to squeeze it to demonstrate how it works?
Sure, so you just like do this. I don't know what it's called. Yeah.
So Dylan's going to squeeze it
Yeah.
as I go down on the other side and put the wire into the claw. So here. Let go. Okay, we've captured it again.
Alright, let's see our attempts. See if they're good.
Alright, there's a little less room in this hole because there's wires. There we go. Only got one of it, two. There we go.
Boom!
All through. We're going to meet them together, and then we're going to marry them to the wires.
Marry them.
Marry them, yep. Connect them together.
We need to buy or like rent a wedding place.
You funny. All right. Well, we'll move the bed rug and we'll find a good spot and we'll be back.
All right.
Okay, so I got all the wires. So this is the wire for the current bed lights that I have that are on the puddle lamp system, and these are the one for each side. So now what I'm going to do is just marry it all together with the obviously positive, positive, negative, negative. So that shouldn't take a few minutes, and then we should be good to go. Okay, so the wire is connected. I'm not going to tape it because I want to see first how this goes. All right, so here we go, moment of truth. I'm going to press the unlock button. Nice. Lock button. Beautiful. Can't wait to see it at night. All right, so we're all done the installation of the puddle lights. You're going to have to wait till the end of the video in order to see how they look, because as soon as it gets dark out, I'll pull over and I'll show everybody what they look like in operation in the dark. So thanks for watching, and if you
share this video with your friends, click the share button if that even still exists. I think it does. And if you haven't already, which I already told you, so if you didn't listen, go sit in a corner and give yourself a timeout. So like, subscribe, and the notifications bell, so you get notified every time a new video is posted.
Perfect. Thanks for watching.
Yep.
We'll see you in the next video. I'll show you how well it lights up the ground under the truck and the running boards. I now have light where there was no light before. Even if I had to lock the truck, it goes off. You can see how dark it is. I wish I could have found a darker place to show this off, but it's still pretty dark here. So not bad. I think it was around $20 on Amazon. Check the link below. And you can have some nice puddle lights.